Welcome to my introduction on my template for writing rock-solid, formatted, printed, and ebooks. This is going to be a quick survey because most of my other videos run to about 20 minutes and I want this to be a bit slower. So let's see what I can do. So back to the desktop to look at my document. So here we again, we have Author's Inspiration 2020, a book template version 4.1 by myself. And as I said, this is going to be a quick survey, and I'm going to go directly to the table of contents just to reveal what you might find inside. This template also contains its own guide. You can rip out everything and you have a book template in front of you, or you have a book in front of you that is a template, your choice. So, table of contents, Author's Inspiration 2020 says page 1. That takes a little manipulation to get rid of because that's not strictly true, but it's a product of LibreOffice building its own table of contents from your chapter titles and headings. Those chapter titles and headings are found in here. So, I have foreword, preface, introduction. Those three elements are pretty much, well, they're just placeholders for you. And this format does allow for nonfiction writing. So there's some supplementary detail called front matter, and we don't get to the content until your first chapter right here. So I give it an introduction and I talk about fonts, style naming convention essentials, and using heading 1. That's our critical font, which drives a lot of the content of this table of contents. Your second chapter and how you got there. And this is found in Chapter Essentials. And I have a section here on how to create the chapter break so that it's bulletproof in your ebooks. That's very important. Your third chapter, well, these are rather mundane, pretty poor chapter titles, but there we are. Like I said, you can change this at any time. You can erase everything and start over. What's important is over here on the right. All of these elements over here. So, returning back here, first content page essentials, following content page essentials. These are all about the layout of the page, and as you'll see down here, margins, gutter, header, footer. These are all construction elements of the book. It has nothing to do with your content, but how it appears. Your fifth chapter, it's for paragraph essentials, and so I talk about SR paragraph default, SR paragraph first, and I talk about those things that are not essential. Your sixth chapter, introduction, regarding world-class resource material. This is where my book is, actually my template as a book, expands wildly beyond just the bounds of the template and goes into all of this material basically. Goes into the marketing and the business of writing a book. This may be too early for your needs, but it's here nonetheless and is always available to you. And especially when you get down to a profit and loss statement. This is something that you can do for yourself, you should do for yourself, but it's not strictly necessary. And like I said, it's all in what's called creating a business plan. This is for successful book writing, but it's entirely beyond the scope of just what a template is, but it gives you some feeling for how this would apply to a nonfiction book and format it as such. So I think I'm going to leave it at that and return to the studio to say that hopefully this quick survey gives you a glimpse of what variations in composition styles that are available to you. That's in further detail in other videos, but those things are available to you. So this is not as hard as it may seem. It's like I said, the template has all that you need as a complete book just in itself, and it's self-explanatory. Maybe not completely, that's why I'm doing this video. You need to come and look at my other videos to get into the nuts and bolts. Not too deep, mind you, but enough to be useful out the door within a day. Things will turn out fine.